Well, the topic shared with me today, life is beautiful. And the first question probably that could come in your mind as a professional when I'm talking to you today is that I'm not a professional like you. I don't go out from 10 to 6 every day to work. And how can I guide you better on life being more beautiful? Because I'm a sannyasi and you are a grahastha. You are a professional. I work in an NGO. So while coming more closer to the topic, life is beautiful. The first important aspect to be understood is, this is a 60 or 70 year game. Life is a 60 or 70 year game, 5, 10 plus minus with the grace of God. Well, in India the average male life is 54 and the average female life is 58. So anybody above that is on bonus. Taking into consideration and accepting the fact that this is a 60 or a 70 year game, and now then breaking it down into realities. First reality, that 8 hours of the day you sleep, isn't it? Out of the 24 hours that you have, 8 hours of the day you sleep. You say I sleep for 6.5 hours, I'm short on sleep. But then at the end of your life, your average will come down to 8 years, 8 hours. Because when you were a child, you were sleeping more than 8 hours. When you grow old, you will sleep more than that. So the average will come down to 8 hours a day. So 1/3 of the day you are sleeping. So out of 24 hours that you have in a day, 8 hours you sleep. So 1/3 of the day you sleep. That is directly proportional. Straight away, 1/3 of the life you will sleep. You people are number people. Numbers. You deal with numbers. So I started my talk with numbers. 1/3 of the day you sleep, it is directly proportional, 1/3 of the life you will sleep. So like, if you live for 70 years upon this earth, your 23 years are going to be in sleep. You don't know whether you exist or not. Forget about you being a tax consultant. You don't know whether you exist or not. So much of our time, we believe that we have, we don't have. Many times spent in daily course, many times spent on unnecessary habits, and actually you count your much less time upon this earth. And 1.5 lakh people, they leave this earth every day. In 24 hours, 24 by 60 by 60 is around like 86,200 seconds. So in 86,200 seconds, 1.5 lakh people leave this earth. Again, it is coming down to your numbers. So I think every 2 seconds, 3 people leave this earth. I started my talk and it is about 9 minutes. 9 6 are 54, 540 seconds. 900 people left this earth. 900 people left this earth in the last 9 minutes. So don't take for granted the believed story that you have a very wrong life to live. On both the aspects I talked, the reality, 60-70 year game, and the fact that 1.5 lakh people live this earth every day. In the midst of this, uncertainties we have not counted. Uncertainties we have yet not counted, of a severe disease, of a cancer, of a heart stroke. We want to make our life beautiful in the midst of this. Again, when it comes to profession, severe cutthroat competitions, all kinds of pluses and minuses in your profession, and you want to make your life beautiful. Because at the end of your life, you must be able to put your hand on your chest and tell yourself, yes, I live. If at the end of your life you don't feel satisfied with your life, if at the end of your life you are not fully contented that yes, in all the aspects of life, I played the game well. Well, results, pluses and minuses. But from my part, I did it well. That contention should be at the end of your life. Otherwise, it is not the human life well lived. So practically, to live a beautiful life, the first important practical aspect is love your work. That is, do what you love, and the reverse is also equally to be accepted. Start loving what you are supposed to do or forced to do. We all want to do what we love, isn't it? Yes. There are and there would be phases in life where you are supposed to do what you don't love. You have to start loving what you are supposed to do or forced to do. Every time you don't get projects and jobs that you love. Simple. But still you have to put your heart and mind both into it. So try to make your life beautiful. The first important aspect is do what you love and start loving what you are supposed to do and forced to do. Because everybody has to work. Without work there is no life. Everybody has to run. There is a proverb in the North African jungles that every morning when the sun rises, the slowest deer has to run minimum faster than the fastest lion to see the evening. And the slowest lion has to run minimum faster than the slowest deer to see the evening. You got my point? So the story concludes with, whether you are the lion or the deer, when the sun rises, you have to run. When the sun rises, you have to run. So everybody has to work. And again I repeat, you love the work which you wanted to do. But you must also start loving the work which you didn't want to do, but you are forced to do. Work satisfaction stands primarily in making your life beautiful. Because more than half of your conscious state, awakened state, the time goes in your work or your work-related activities. But then everybody here, everybody upon this earth has this concept of working hard. But if you want to make your life beautiful by your work, which is the first aspect, you have to have certain ingredients and values in your work. Ethical work, ethical practices at workplace, disciplined work makes your life beautiful. Unethical practices can spoil your life, can ruin your career, can disturb your family. Right or wrong? Somebody will definitely tell you people to color their account books with the color that they want. But you have to color the account books of those corporates with the color of the government policies and not according to the wishes of the corporates. Otherwise, you may ruin your life, you may disturb your family, because unethical practices does not go wrong. And today the world is more conscious. The social media is widespread. And nobody can escape with wrongdoings for long in the longer period. Yes or no?
Yes.
What I mean to say, if you want to make your life beautiful, abide by the norms and work. Be in the disciplined work structure, work ethically, and you will enjoy your work. Simple. Don't step out of the framework of norms, disciplines and ethics. And if you step out, your life won't be beautiful again. And it is not being beautiful for those people who stepped out. Like even if the name of your company is Satyam and you go for Satya practices, life is not beautiful anymore for the gentleman. He is in jail for 7 years, rigorous imprisonment. A person who used to change 3-piece suits 3 times a day is wearing a prisoner's dress and sitting and sleeping on a chatan, mattress. Life isn't beautiful anymore for him. Even if you are the king of the skies and you go for unethical practices, you have to live in India without an Indian passport. Because the gentleman was the Rajya Sabha member, he had a diplomat's passport. He left India on that. But now he's being brought back. The UK Home Secretary has already signed the extradition order. And when he will come back and open his mouth, many biggies are going to be in trouble. So certain people are trying to block his comeback. Otherwise, those certain people could be in big trouble and could give a huge electoral gain to the other people. So they are trying to block it. Any unethical practices, you are cheating your own conscience. Even if you are the Sahara of thousands of families building homes for them, you can still lie be Sahara in Tihar. Isn't it? A man of 20,000 crores, just 4 years is in Tihar. Why? You go for unethical practices at your workplace and you become a magnet to attract all kinds of issues, problems and worries in your life. If you don't remember any other thing from this talk, remember this sentence. If at all you go for any unethical practices at your workplace, you are destined. You will become a magnet to attract problems, attract issues, attract worries, and then spend sleepless nights. Question for your credits, question for your workings, questions for you as a human being. Everything will arise in the society. Nobody will trust you. And the greatest thing to gain is trust. And the greatest thing to lose is also trust. Man is not just known by his intelligence. He is more known by his ethical practices. Sachin Tendulkar definitely is remembered as a great batsman, perhaps the greatest batsman till date, until Virat Kohli breaks his all records. But then he is more remembered as a sports person with genuinity. That he has never put himself into any sort of controversy, even when he was given wrong outs on many occasions, 3, 4, 5 times in his 90s. But then, when the umpire's finger went up, he just put his head down and walked off the crease. Because he played with spirit, that on the cricket ground, once the umpire's finger goes up, you have to walk out. You can't even look into umpire's eyes. That is also called not the right kind of spirit of the game. So people with such high norms of disciplines and ethics are around us. To make your life beautiful, this is the first aspect. Hard work, intelligent hard work, but at the same time, ethical hard